going to do the haka. The New Zealanders, having done their fearsome haka, gathering in a group while the Saints take up more orthodox positions. A lot of pride to be rediscovered by St Helens in this match on the 85-86 tour. New Zealand won here 46 points to 8. Just the one non-international in the side, Dave Watson. Cumbrian fans of Whitehaven will remember him. It's a very powerful side. The New Zealand manager Ian Jenkins was saying early in the week it's essential to get off the tour to a winning start because he wants the paying customers to come in and make the tour a paying proposition. New Zealand to kick off. Referee Ray Tennant, to referee the Test matches between New Zealand and Australia this year. Australia gaining a whitewash, 3 tests to 0, but they were pretty close, the matches. The kickoff going deep. St Helens in possession already. David Large getting a hint of the sort of treatment the New Zealanders might have in store. They intend to play it, again to quote the manager, hard but fair. Well, I think Mr Tennant is going to be hard but fair too. And there's a penalty to St Helens for offside. Well, not a lot of ground gain, but at least the ball banged into touch by David Tanner. And there's the new boy, Andy Bateman from Hunslet, making his presence felt early. Paul Groves at acting halfback, Neil Holding, second row Dave Cosgrove, one of the young players drafted in today. Big injury list for Saints. Holding, Shane Cooper, Paul Forber. Saints keeping it alive. Roy Haggerty. Well, Roy will play anywhere. Prefers second row forward. Cooper. And yet another penalty. The New Zealanders coming up a little quickly. Now there's no Paul Loughlin in the St Helens side. He's one of the injured. Interesting to see who takes the kicks. Probably David Tanner. Dave Tanner, the former Fylde rugby union player, was placed on the transfer list at the end of last season. Gets another chance again because of the appalling injury list at Knowsley Road. Here's a chance for him to put the Saints ahead. Penalty kick by Tanner. It's a good 45 meters out. Well, you could hear from the groan of the crowd behind the goals that was always travelling wide. New Zealand will restart from the 25-yard line, if you're using English terms, 22-meter New Zealand terms. And Phil Vivers catches that. Off goes Paul Forber on a big gallop. It's charging in to loose forward Hugh McGann. Holding. Well, the tackling already hard. Mr. Tennant going in to make sure they play the ball is done properly. It's holding. Cooper trying the long one to Haggerty. Cooper at loose forward. Stuart Evans, the big Welsh international, formerly with Neath. He and Haggerty were sent off in the midweek game against Oldham, and Stuart Evans looking as if he's a little annoyed there. But not a particularly well-judged kick, that one. It's ball back to the point where it was kicked. Well, we haven't seen the New Zealanders running yet. This could be the moment. Stuart Evans getting a ticking off for Ray Tennant for threatening to lose his temper there. Gary Freeman will feed when that scrum, and it's already breaking up. Well, Adrian Shelford and Stuart Evans, I'm sure there's not a great deal of love lost between those two. Penalty awarded to New Zealand. Adrian Shelford and Stuart Evans already having words. Evans is not best pleased, and he's getting ticked off by his own teammates, Paul Forber and Evans, being ticked off quickly by Neil Holding. So New Zealand, their first running chance of the game. James Goulding, Sam Stewart. James Goulding there, Adrian Shelford, Freeman, McGann. Freeman brought down on the 25 by Holding. Dwayne Mann. That's Sam Stewart. He and James Goulding play for the Australian club Newcastle Knights. Coming right now. Kelly Shelford slipping it inside to David Watson. New Zealanders getting very close to Saints line in this, their first big attack. Gary Freeman. That's a good break by Kelly Shelford. It's the last of the tackles. They're moving it. An attempted kick ahead, picked up by Phil Beaver. And it's Stuart Evans using that considerable bulk, but not to very great effect. He's dragged back. Paul Groves, Andy Bateman, very pleasantly surprised to find himself a Saints player this morning. He thought he'd be playing against Batley in the second division for Hunslet. That's a good kick, cleanly picked up by Darryl Williams, and he did well to get the ball away. I think the Saints fans thought it might have been a Mike Ford. And the first penalty of the game to New Zealand, offside again. Both sides coming up very fast. Hugh McGann to take it, one of the world's top 10 players, that's official, who's in the top 10 of the Adidas Golden Boot Award, Hugh McGann. And a good running chance for the Kiwis. James Goulding. Well, push back. Nothing wrong with the tackling on either side so far. Adrian Shelford to Freeman to McGann. And Darryl Williams is up in the line and gets within 3 or 4 yards. McGann can't get it away, loses possession. Groves getting it out to Holding. Alan Hunt, young Barla tourist. Well, he got some rough treatment then. And being told to come here was Gary Mercer, who will be well remembered by Bradford Northern fans. Tanner finding not a deep touch, but a safe one. Paul Groves coming on the charge at Andy Bateman, but perilously close to touch, and in he goes. So the head of ball will be to the Kiwis. James Goulding already blood around his eye. Gary Freeman quick to get that from the base of the scrum as Shane Cooper came round. Up the short side goes Mercer. Dwayne Mann is acting half-back. Shelford. Well, you can tell by the attitude of the Saints supporters, he's a Wigan player. Dwayne Mann is acting half-back. And again, St Helens caught offside. A kick chance for New Zealand. Certainly a chance for a pot at goal. And it looks as if Kelly Shelford's the man to take it. Kevin Ero can also kick in this side. But the first choice rests on Kelly Shelford, who came into the New Zealand side for the tests against Australia. At an angle just to the left of the post as Shelford looks at it. So after Dave Tanner has missed a kick for St Helens, now Kelly Shelford can draw first blood for the tourists. Wide, it's going to be run out. Well, some pretty fierce tackling going on, and I think Gary Freeman is prepared to acknowledge then that he hit Alan Hunt pretty hard. Tanner finding touch. Groves. Bateman after Evans had done a dummy run. Groves. Forber. Look for someone to unload it to. Well smothered by Kelly Shelford and McGann. Cooper finding Tanner. Tanner getting away from the touchline, but not away from two tacklers. Stewart and Mercer. Haggerty. Neil Holding trying the kick. Picked up by Kevin Ero. And very well tackled. Chased and tackled. Bit of crossfield running then. Adrian Shelford. Both sets of forwards still feeling each other out. McGann, and it's charged down. Mercer lets it go into touch. Loose head and feed to New Zealand. Illegality by Freeman then, putting the ball to his own feet. Mr. Tennant doing the mime, telling him why. Neil Holding puts it in top. So the crowd getting behind the Saints now. Waiting for a ball. Groves. Working an intricate move, but not particularly quickly. That was Forber, Groves, Evans. It's the first time that the Saints have been anywhere near the New Zealand post. Groves, Bailey, linking with Holding, and the ball knocked out of the grasp of Roy Haggerty. Inside the New Zealand 25 or 22. And a penalty for foot up. They're 13.5 minutes into the game. And a free kick to New Zealand. And what a good deep one too. Dwayne Mann. Well, an intricate little move, but didn't get particularly far. McGann tackled. Kelly Shelford switching it back to Eseni Faimalo. Not a man to have a guard off the ball. He's a former star amateur boxer. Dwayne Mann. Still moving then. Kelly Shelford in it 3 times, but dropped it the 3rd time. Goes back to Gary Mercer. Gary Mercer running hard and gets a little tap from Shane Cooper then, a former teammate. That's Kelly Shelford. Oh, nicely picked up. Oh, good break, Mark Bailey. Wonderful break by Bailey. And he ran into a thudding tackle from Darryl Williams on the halfway line. Forber. But that was a great little run by Mark Bailey. Groves. Cosgrove. Saints certainly giving as good as they're getting over a quarter of an hour, but they may well have lost possession there. New Zealand. That was Faimalo emerging with the ball. Shelford. Oof. Oh, an interception! That must be a try! An interception try for Alan Hunt. A careless pass, and the first try of the game to Alan Hunt. Just under quarter of an hour gone, and that was a gift. Went on the Bala Amateur International Tour. 15.5 minutes gone. Fine interception, a very loose pass as Shelford and Gary Freeman tried to get the centre and winger away. The pass easily intercepted by Al Hunt. David Tanner to take the kick. This could be 6-0. And it is Hunt try, ton of the conversion. And St Helens lead by 6 points to 0. Freeman, Shelford, Watson, Adrian Shelford. Adrian Shelford tackled just outside the St Helens 25-yard line. The kick had by Freeman. Racing for it is Kelly Shelford, and Phil Vivers gets there first easily. St Helens leading with that 15th minute Alan Hunt interception try and the goal by David Tanner. 6-0 to Saints. What a good start for them. What a bad start for the tourists. And this patchwork makeshift St Helens side playing really well. Paul Forber trying to sell a dummy. Neil Holding. Oh, that was a bad drop. It was Shane Cooper too. Bad knock on. Well, Roy Haggerty prepared to go the full length of the field. Unfortunately, the laws won't allow him. Not after a knock on. So a dangerous position now. The Kiwis about 20 yards out. Gary Freeman with the feed. Kiwis with the head. And again, Gary Freeman penalised. Well, the New Zealand's a bit angry about that because that would have been a good one to get. They're asking Ray Tennant, Hugh McGann, the captain, saying, what's that for? And Mr. Tennant saying, own feet. That's 2 penalties Gary Freeman has conceded. And what with that and an interception try, not the most auspicious start for the New Zealand vice-captain. Saints from that penalty, Stuart Evans. Ball grows. Forber. Groves goes to the right with Holding, the long one to Cooper, to Vivas. Vivas smothered Kelly Shelford and Dwayne Mann. Roy Haggerty through! Oh, he went through the tackles! He tries to go around Williams and did. Had a good cover tackle by Freeman to get him down, but the Saints' momentum continues. They move it left. Paul Forber. Well, Saints on top at the moment and leading 6-0. Bailey, a drop goal by Holding. Neil Holding. Neil Holding saw his chance, took it quickly and unerringly. That's 7-0. What a great start. Just on 20 minutes. And Saints lead the tourists 7-0. Evans. Tricky customer, Neil Holding. Cosgrove. Well, one or two Kiwi tackles have been broken in the last few minutes. Cooper. Forber. Forber again. Cooper. Bailey. Holding. Vivas. Oh, what a good pass. Oh, an interception. And now it's New Zealand trying to get away. Well, if Phil Fevers had got that pass out, that would have been dangerous, but the interception was very timely. Now Sam Stewart getting some rough treatment. The touch judge is in. Dave Cosgrove's getting the talking to. Yep, another clear mime by Mr. Tennant. The arm went in. Kelly Shelford gets a second chance to put some Kiwi points on the board. They trail by 7-0. Saints very confident at the moment. They took a hammering in the Lancashire Cup from Oldham, 36-6, but certainly showing a lot of spirit and fire in this opening tour game. They've smothered every attempt by the Kiwis to open out play. Kelly Shelford has this, for him, second penalty. Missed the first one, fairly similar position. This time it's there, 7-2. Kelly Shelford learning his lesson from his last kick, putting it straight and true. St Helens 7, New Zealand 2. Holding to kick off. Kevin Hero trying to run it out. Darryl Williams. Adrian Shelford. Shelford a little peeved. Golding. Well, good strong running by Golding. He won't go down. Oh, what running! He got 3 tackles. And he wants to unload it. Kevin Hero. Oh, Hero going. Mercer's with him. Inside, and is this a try? Going for the post. Watson. Shelford. Shelford, can he get over? Yes. He reaches over. Mr. Tennant gives it. Kelly Shelford, the man who went over. He looked to be grounded short, but referee Mr. Tennant was there and said he went over in one continuous movement. I think the Saints players are asking, wasn't that two movements? Mr. Tennant says no. Well, that try was made by a terrific break by James Golding, who went from halfway, refusing to be knocked down. And once or twice it looked as if the movement was breaking down, but Kevin Hero and Dave Watson, it kept it alive, and eventually Kelly Shelford worked his way over. And Shelford to take the kick. Just under 25 minutes gone. This kick, of course, could put New Zealand into the lead after they trailed 7-0. Kelly Shelford certainly taking his time on this one. The crowd letting him know it. Rather like Colin Tyro. Oh, he is. It was worth it. 8-7 to New Zealand. Holding to restart. McGann giving it to Mercer to run out. Well, that try may settle down the tourists. They were definitely second best until that terrific break by James Golding. Dwayne Mann firing it out. Stewart. McGann, Adrian Shelford. Well, three Saints players there, including the captain Shane Cooper. And, well, again, Mr. Tennant letting everybody know what his decisions are. And yet again, the fist went in. Ray Tennant, who had the tough job of handling the New Zealand-Australia tests and got reasonably good reports from down under. They would have a tendency to be highly critical, but he did pretty well. That's Sam Stewart. Dwayne Mann. James Goulding. What a powerful forward he is. Into the Saints 25. Kelly Shelford. Dave Watson. Oh, Watson going through the lot. What a wonderful run by Watson. And he's wriggled 2 or 3 yards forward too. Gained a lot of ground. Freeman firing it out. Sam Stewart. New Zealand in full cry for a second try. They lead 8-7. Saints coming up very fast. And they get that. Well, Hugh McGann must have gone in pretty hard then on Stuart Evans. Offside, New Zealand. Haggerty wanting to play it quickly. Well, Roy Haggerty's little ploy didn't work. Nobody went up to take the ball. Holding taking the kick. Holding, who's relieved Dave Tanner as line kicker. Groves. Evans. Groves holding. Bait ball, or knock on. Well, not an auspicious moment for the new man from Hunslet. Freeman, Kelly Shelford, Watson, Cavanero, and he's lost it. But before Tanner could get into full stride, he was jumped on. Cooper. Loose one, tidied up by Holding. Evans. And took three of them to put him down. Cooper, Bailey, Haggerty, Hunt. Bailey. And Cooper got the ball. And Adrian Shelford at roughly the same time. Weavers. Well, they had to take that very, very hurriedly, but he did it well. Well, the touch does say it went in on the bounce. And he's nearer than we are. Saints. Well, it's an untidy scrum there, and a penalty to St Helens. Flying boot there. As the scrum was being wheeled. Well, now St Helens close to the Kiwi line. They trail by just 1 point, 8-7. And we've had just around the half hour. Bailey, Forber. Well, Forber could have kept it going. I think he was fancying the dummy. And Haggerty was on the move then before he made sure he'd got the ball. Saints, after their good opening, which gave them a 7-0 lead, getting a little scrappy now, but they're certainly putting up a terrific battle. They're giving the New Zealanders a good workout. And that again, oh, that's one against the head. Good heel that by Saints, against the head, Holding. Forber, Cooper, Bailey. Weavers to Evans, Cooper. Well, not a lot of room for David Large. Cosgrove. Holding. Bailey almost slipping through. That was a good move. Holding again. Weavers for the kick. Well taken by Mercer. Man, Shelford. Adrian and Kelly Shelford are cousins. Dwayne Mann. Freeman. Goulding. Just 1 point in it. Kiwis lead 8-7. Sam Stewart. Kelly Shelford, Cavanero. Again he slips the tackle of Hunt. Cavanero close to line, gets it out to Freeman. Freeman trying to squeeze his way in at the corner, but it was Hero's slipping of Hunt that started this danger. Kelly Shelford, the short kick. Whoa, there's a knock on. Mark Elia, we've not seen much of Mark Elia, a former hero of the Saints fans, and he came right across then to get in on that move. Tried to get his hand onto Kelly Shelford's little kick through. Weavers, and a penalty to St Helens again. New Zealand infringing a lot at scrums. And again, offside as Neil Holding puts it into touch. Good, hard-fought game this. 8-7. to New Zealand. Oh, dear me. Oh, Neil Holding there. Just slipped the ball to Bateman and really hit him somewhere around the kidneys. Well, Andy Bateman, the new lad from Hunter, made a good start, but I think Gary Freeman's going to be told how to feed the scrum by Ray Tennant. That's the third time he's been penalised for illegal feeding. McGann's with him. And obviously you don't have to have a microphone on Mr. Tennant's jersey to realise that he's saying, if you keep giving the ball to your own hooker, you might have to spend a little time in the sin bin. Although probably Gary Freeman may well avoid that fate. Tend to be awarded for fouls. I suppose illegal fielding is not dangerous play or a foul, but certainly he's had a warning from Ray Tennant. Stewart. Oh, what a good break. Mark Elia, what a wonderful break by Mark Elia. He's scored a few at Nosey Road. Here's another. Well, I think the crowd are roaring. They don't think Elia made a correct touchdown. But the referee and the touch judge do. Mark Elia hasn't been seen a great deal in this match so far. When he played for St Helens, Mark Elia scored 42 tries during his 3 seasons. There was another for the wrong side this time. Kelly Shelford. That's stretching the lead to 12-7. At 36 minutes, Kelly Shelford takes a long and very careful time of it. Yes, he kicks it. The New Zealand lead stretches to 14-7.
Number 6, Kelly Shelford.
"36 minutes gone. New Zealand lead 14-7 after trailing by 7 points to 0. Stewart. Faimolo. Not seen a lot of SNE. Faimolo. Gwen Mann. Now the New Zealanders playing with confidence. They looked a little worried when they were 7-0 down, and Saints playing with plenty of confidence. They can breathe a little easier now as McGann gets it out quickly to Faimolo, but it's a loose pass. Well, a big roar there from the crowd, indicating yet another foul tackle. Mark Elia that time. Holding. Good kick by Neil Holding. Good line kicker. Groves, Evans, Ken Saints. Oh, what a good drive by Stuart Evans. Groves, Forber. St Helens just 20 yards out. A try now would really give us a second half. Mark Bailey not quick enough to get it out. Holding, Cooper running onto it is Haggerty. Just around 20 yards out from the New Zealand line. Holding Cooper to Bailey. Evans having to go back and pick it up. Groves. Knock. Yes. It's a handover. There's a knock on there and a handover. Freeman. Man. Shelford. Now these big New Zealand forward beginning to break tackles, and Shelford unloading that almost nonchalantly. Comes out to Kelly Shelford. And what a lovely ball. Held that on too long. It was a good break by Darrell Williams, but I think he could have fired it a second or so earlier. But New Zealand beginning to open up now. Holding. Tanner, Beavers, Haggerty looks for his winger. And the half-time hooter blows. The crowd applaud because this makeshift St Helens side has put up a tremendous fight in the first half. The half-time score, St Helens 7, New Zealand 14. St Helens getting the first try, an interception try by Hunt, goal by Tanner, then a Neil Holding drop goal. But since then, we've had a Kelly Shelford penalty, a Kelly Shelford try, a Mark Elia try, and goals from Kelly Shelford. Half-time then, St Helens 7, New Zealand 14. St Helens trailing 7-14. And immediately, well, that looked like a knock-on, but Mr. Tennant says it went backwards. Eventually it certainly did. Mercer. Faimalo. Dwayne Mann wanting to get on with it. Goes the short side with, oh, what a good break by Stewart. Freeman, the winger's there. There's the transfer. And a forward pass saves a certain try. Well, it only needed the clean transfer there to Kevin Aero, and that was a try for the taking. A let off for the Saints. Stewart and Freeman certainly seemed to have made that for Kevin Aero, but I don't think there was any doubt that the pass was forward. Cooper, Bateman. Holding. The huge kick. What a beautiful touch liner. That was a monster of a kick from Neil Holding. Freeman, Kelly Shelford, Watson. Watson played his games with Whitehaven as a half-back, but he's in the Kiwi Tour as a centre. McGowan, Mann. Adrian Shelford. Rather running into the tackles and inviting them. Mann. Freeman, the kick. Almost got it. Knock on by Tanner. In fact, Bailey, the man who couldn't gather that. Mark Bailey a little unlucky there. Ball slithering away from his grasp under pressure. Oh, what a good push by Saints. Holding to Bailey. Holding. That's Cooper. Forber. Cosgrove. Cooper holding, picked that up well. It was a pretty low pass. Bailey inside to Haggerty. Good tackle by Freeman. Holding a kick under pressure, straightened it up. It could be an awkward one, this, for Darrell Williams. And the referee rules via the touch judge that the ball had in fact just rolled in, but Darrell Williams took a chance. Quickly restarted by Adrian Shelford and Dwayne Mann. Oh, bad knock on that by Dave Watson. The pass from Kevin Aero. Recriminations among the New Zealanders. Dave Watson will be anxious to establish himself as a contender for a test place. He's not had a cap as yet. Made a couple of good breaks in the first half, but at the moment it's St Helens. Well, Bailey wasn't sure he was getting that, but he took it when it came. Penalty. Hugh McGann not allowing Mark Bailey to play the ball. And a chance for a kick at goal for Dave Tanner. If he lands this, it'll make the score 14-9, and of course that would put St Helens within a try and a go of the lead. Dave Tanner has missed a penalty. It landed the kick from Alan Hunt's try. Left-footed kicker. That's a good one. 9-14. A new electronic scoreboard. And, well, New Zealand, taking it for granted we know that they play. Kelly Shelford kicks off. Taken by Large. Hasn't had many running chances, David Large, but he's pretty fast off the mark. Evans, of whom the same can't always be said, but he certainly pulls his weight in the forward. Oh, that New Zealand tackling going in hard now. 2 and 3 men tackling. Forber, Bateman. The kick by Holding. Half charge on. I think Haggerty can have it. He cuts the finger. Gets it out to Cooper. To Large. An attempted charge down played St Helens onside. Cooper going the blind side. Large. Well, a try now. Could put St Helens in front. Stuart Evans is over. Stuart Evans barges over the line. And uproar from the Saints fans. Well, he might not be the quickest off the mark in a sprint, but he was pretty quick from acting half-back then and used all his 18 stone. And that's a shaker for the Kiwis. It all began with an attempted charge down of Holding's kick, which played Haggerty onside. Large carried it on, and when they got near the line, there was the big man. And if Dave Tanner lands this kick, there'll be another big yell from the Saints fans, because St Helens will have their noses in front again. so that is for the Saints. A good kick by Dave Tanner, and St Helens lead 15-14. We're just over 8 minutes into the second half. And New Zealand going to put on a sub. Tawera Nikau. Evans, the crowd singing there's only one Mal Meninga because the Canberra Raiders team are guests of St Helens and watching this match. Phil Vevers, another huge kick. Unlucky bounce for Vevers, picked up by Mark Elia. Darryl Williams, Freeman, Mercer, Kevin Aero gets out of one tackle but not out of the second. Saints' tails are up now. They're in front 15-14, but a penalty. Touch judge coming on with a flag. Everyone was writing off St Helens before this game, knowing of their injury situation. But they've risen to the occasion magnificently. Whatever the result, they'll have given the Kiwis an opening game to remember. Dwayne Mann, Adrian Shelford. The New Zealanders will be stepping up again now. James Goulding. Well, he just doesn't want to go down, Goulding. Mann. Over the 25. Hugh McGann's getting ready. Goes the other way to Stewart. Mann. Kelly Shelford. Oh, Dave Watson clean through. This time, no doubting Kevin Aero's touchdown. And just as soon as St Helens get in front, the New Zealanders come back with a simple but beautifully worked try. From the play of the ball, Watson suddenly found a huge gap, and this time the pass to Kevin Aero was true. The kick by Kelly Shelford as New Zealand lead by 18 points to 15. But there's no doubt about it, at the start of each half, St Helens have had them worried. Well, Tawera Nikau hasn't come on yet.
Okay.
Kelly Shelford. He's already landed 3. Penalty and 2 from tries. Certainly does take his time, this man. So far to good effect. And yet again, Shelford makes it 20-15, but still very tight and very close, as Paul Groves is being substituted for St Helens. Paul Jones is the substitute. Well, what an amazing kick. And what a mix-up. It's in the Kiwi defence. Very close to the New Zealand line. Gary Freeman. Freeman's obviously been told by his coach Tony Gordon to make sure he feeds the scrum. He was penalised 3 times in the first half, and that would have been a bad place to concede a penalty. That's man. Adrian Shelford. And lost it to Forber. And lost yet again. But it went back to St Helens. Evans had his moment of glory when he rushed over to give Saints the try that eventually put them in the lead. That's Haggerty. But at the moment, St Helens 15, New Zealand 20, but a tremendous match. Great battle. Holding. Well, Paul Jones, his first touch of the ball. Holding to Bailey, but bunching down the middle, St Helens. There were 6 or 7 of them all congregated round that ball. There was only Hunt wide. Hunt's now gone on the wing. And again, it's rather loose, picked up by Large. He rolls it back and loses possession. By Mullo. Watson. Adrian Shelford. Kiwi forwards very, very strong. They're obviously going to prove a handful for Great Britain in the tests. But of course, I think we already knew that. Freeman trying to sell a dummy. Was using Watson as a foil. Good reverse pass to Stewart. Freeman. Kelly Shelford, and away goes Watson again. He's got 2 men on each side. Oh, and Williams wasn't ready for that. Either Williams wasn't ready or the pass was bad, or a combination of both. But Watson again went through. Had 2 men each side. Chose to give it to Williams. But Williams couldn't take it. In fairness, hard one to take. Bit of a let-off for Saints there. But they come away from it with Vivers. Phil Vivers, back injury, not entirely fit, but opted to play. That's Paul Jones, the sub. Bateman. Anxious to please Andy Bateman after coming over the Pennines from the 2nd Division club Hunslet. Cooper. And he'd like to prove 1 or 2 things to his teammates. Beavers. Mark Elia catches it despite injunctions from the Saints fans to drop it. Watson is acting up. There goes the short side. Inside to Kelly Shelford, looks for the gap and goes through it. And away goes Mark Elia. Wonderful chase and effort by Mark Bailey, but the moment Kelly Shelford found that gap, Mark Elia's speed was bound to do the rest. Beautifully worked, simple try. Not very often you see a try scored so simply, going the short side. A good break. And beautifully finished Mark Elia's 2nd try. Well, there's no doubt about the legality of that touchdown by Elia. The Saints fans doubted the earlier one. "24 points to 15. New Zealand getting grip now, getting pack domination, and their backs certainly showing they have a lot of speed. But Watson, Shelford and Elia using the blind side very effectively. And as he kicks the goal, we're 18 minutes into the second half. And New Zealand lead, stretching now to 26-15. And the substitution of Adrian Shelford. Tawera Nikau is the man who's taken his place. I should imagine that Tony Gordon, the coach, feels that Shelford has done his job now and would like to give as many players as possible a run out. Penalty that for crossing. Faimalo got in front of Dwayne Mann, or Dwayne Mann got it behind Faimalo, whichever way you want to take it. Penalty to St Helens. Well, are they going to kick a goal? A kick for touch. Drayton thinks they're kicking for touch. Make your mind up, he says. Yes, it is. Dave Tanner's trying to clip 2 points off the lead. Dave Tanner has already kicked 3 goals. They're fourth, and it's 17-26, and St Helens within shouting distance. New Zealand kick off. They lead 9 points. It's Large playing the ball well inside the Saints 25. Cosgrove. Haggerty well smothered. Get him onside as the roar from the terraces. Beavers. Straight downfield to Darryl Williams. Darryl Williams taking it on the run. Placed for Manly Warringah in the Sydney competition and was man of the Test series for New Zealand against Australia. Freeman. Nikau. Mann. Goulding. Brushing off tackles. He's a strong man. Dwayne Mann. Oops. Sam Stewart losing possession. Shane Cooper. 2 Beavers. Bailey. Oh, what a good break! Lovely break. He's got Beavers up with him. Beavers is on his right. Can Beavers make it? Hello! What a great try by the Saints. Super stuff. David Tanner. What a wonderful try. Marvelous stuff. The break by Mark Bailey. Intelligent support by Phil Beavers. Dave Tanner in the right place at the right time and with the right pair of legs. And what a match we have now. 21-26. St Helens coming right back. Dave Tanner. What a good match is turning out for him now. If he lands this, a crucial one, just 3 points away from New Zealand. What a match we have now. Just over 17 minutes remaining. And it's turned out to be a thriller, this. Although suggestion that it might be a runaway for a test strength New Zealand side have proved unfounded. They will be glad to hear the final hoot on this one. Shane Cooper. Stuart Evans and the Nosey Road crowd are getting behind their side. Wonderfully exciting stuff. Andy Bateman. Holding. Jones. Young giant of the forward. Holding. Beavers. Haggerty. Large. Oh, good kick through. Williams did so well to take that. And to get it away to Watson. Saint carrying the Kiwis at every turn. Come on, you Saints. Roar the crowd. Terrific atmosphere. Absolutely at boiling point here at Nosey Road. Paul Ford, what have I done, says Paul. Me? Yep. Again, if he didn't get the message the first time, he gets a second mime, and that relieves a bit of the pressure on New Zealand, and there's no doubt about it, they're badly rattled. Hugh McGann, a towering kick to touch. But watch the Saints tackles going now. New Zealand going to have to pull off another of their fast moves. Nikau. Shane Cooper calling men over to the right. Freeman to James Goulding. Stewart. Freeman. Oh, that's a beautifully angled kick.
Round announcement for Peter Briggs of Pinfold Drive. Please move to the players' entrance and speak to the police sergeant there. A message from Peter Briggs of Pinfold Drive.
We've had so much good rugby in this match. Wonderful opening for the tour. And if the New Zealanders were ring rusty before this match, they surely can't be now. They've had a very thorough workout from St Helens. Cooper. Penalty. Nikau taking the ball away in the tackle. We're into the last quarter of an hour of the game. Plenty of time left for St Helens. Cosgrove anxious to get on with it. So are Haggerty and Bateman. 2 balls on the pitch. Now only 1. Cosgrove. Evans. Gets it out well. Good rugby union training that. Forber. Jones. Oh, great stuff. Beavers. This is marvellous stuff from Saints. Who said this side was a makeshift one? Oh, he almost got it out. It's still rolling clear with Bailey. Tremendous stuff, this. The crowd loving it. Cooper, Holding. Neil Holding. Can he get it out to Evans? Evans trying to wrest it from Holding's grip. Cosgrove, Shane Cooper, Bailey. Tanner. The New Zealanders are going to have to tackle their hearts out now. Saints have tasted blood and they want more. Cooper Forber and Bailey getting in each other's way then, but there's a little high kick. Hunt after it. Where is it? In touch. Desperate New Zealand now. Stuart Evans wanting to release it. Either that or he'll go the other way. He's already charged over for one. Cosgrove holding. Bailey, Jones, Beavers tried to get out a quick pass, but that could be 6 more. Yes, Mr. Tennant wipes the slate clean. He'd hit a defender. Jones, Haggerty. A storming game this. St Helens time and again rocking the New Zealanders back on their heels. Bateman gets it out to Bailey, to Haggerty. Haggerty looking for support. Just 15 yards from New Zealand post. Holding is having a fine game. Cooper back to Holding. Excellent stuff by St Helens this. Well, Stuart Evans wasn't quite expecting that, so much so that he drops it. Darryl Williams, play on, says the referee. Well, Darryl Williams getting a free ride. Freeman. Hammered back by Forber. Well, that's Faimolo. He won't mind the rough stroke. Former amateur boxer. Dwayne Mann. Stewart. Every tackle getting cheered by the Saints fans. Now who's that for? Nikau. Nikau to Elia. Well, Elia wasn't going to be tackled into touch. Taken so well by Stuart Evans. Oh, and he threw it away carelessly. Hugh McGann to Nikau. Nikau, now is this going to be a tie from one end to the other? No, that's too loose. Kevin Hero. But some dicey passing there and has relieved pressure for New Zealand. Mercer. Gary Mercer. Kevin Hero. Freeman. Watson. Kelly Shelford running well. Watson. McGann. Good stuff this from both sides. We really have had a marvellous match. A particularly good second half as New Zealand go forward. Watson, that looked a bit light forward. Yes, it was indeed. This Nosey Road crowd in an absolute ferment. It's been a terrific match, and it still is. Holding, getting it out. Well taken by Tanner. Well, David Tanner has been out of favour for some time, but like the rest of the St Helens side, he's played his heart out in this game. In many respects a scratch side, but by no means a scratch performance, not by any stretch of the imagination. Great fighting performances. Thrown out by Shane Cooper to Bateman. Holding. The chip through. Freeman dashing back. Elia's going to have to take it. One or two of the New Zealand players looking a little tired now. Elia very slow to get up. Come on, says Paul Forber, play the ball. Faimalo. Man, Goulding. Mr. Tennant looks at the touch judge, says, was there an offence there or did he drop it? The touch judge thereby incurring considerable wrath. St Helens fans behind him says there was an offence. The ball was dragged out of his clutches. Hugh McGann, the skipper, to bang it into touch. "7 minutes to go. New Zealand by Marlowe. Well, a score now would enable them to breathe just a little easier. Freeman, Nikau getting it out. Freeman, Stewart, Freeman, and there Darrell Williams more concerned with going into ball forward and trying to pick up the ball. It's anxious to get on with it. They bang the ball up toward the halfway line. Played quickly with Cooper, holding, and his eye line a little diverted then. Paul Jones trying to slip through. The crowd really boiling as Phil Weavers, Roy Haggerty manages to get it out, goes backwards, Shane Cooper. Holding. Oh, that was head high. A high tackle. Off to the sin bin. James Goulding. Goulding retires. He won't be coming back. There isn't enough time left. Neil holding. Now then, are we going to get a grandstand finish in these last 2 minutes from the Saints? A try would do it. They're galloping up. Bateman roaring up like the cavalry. Evans, a little nearer. Amazing stuff, this. Terrific finish. 23-26. Saints just 5 yards away. Cooper to Former. He's over the line and he's done it. Paul Former touches down. What a sensational finish. The crowd goes mad. The New Zealanders stand in dejection. Paul Former forces his way over in the corner. 27-26. And surely there's no time for New Zealand to come back. James Goulding paid dearly for that head-high tackle. David Tanner rubbed salt into the New Zealand wounds. 27-26, time running out. And what a wonderful fight this has been. From a patched up St. Helens. But it may not matter, just 1 point in it. 27-26. Just 2 minutes and any added injury time to go. Is there time for New Zealand to come back? 27-26. The crowd singing for Mal Meninga. They want him back at St. Helens. The Canberra Raiders men, but on the pitch, it's New Zealand facing defeat in the first match of their tour, something they certainly didn't want, and certainly didn't look on the cards when they were 11 points in front. They need possession too. St Helens will be well prepared to play out the 6 tackles and then kick. And Stuart Evans is the man to do it. Haggerty. The New Zealanders have got to hope that they can hold St Helens for 6 tackles and then get possession. Oh my, what a penalty. 2 men impeding. Now this could be the winning kick. The sensations are not yet over. 2 men within 5 meters. And Kelly Shelford has one of the most important kicks he's had in his short representative career. Kelly Shelford can snatch victory for New Zealand from the very jaws of defeat. 2 St Helens players within 5 meters. The kick under normal circumstances would not be regarded as a difficult one. We played 40 minutes of the second half on the watch. But Kelly Shelford with a kick on the 25, the 22-meter line if you prefer it, to the left of the post. The St Helens fans don't want him to kick it. They're setting up a cacophony of noise. Kelly Shelford, all the responsibility in the world on his shoulders. Can he do it for New Zealand? Hooter in this bedlam of noise. Yes, there he goes, and in a sensational finish. The crowd rising to the St Helens players who danced gleefully off the pitch. But what a match. St Helens 9 points down. Hugh McGann, the New Zealand captain, very sportingly shakes the hands of the St Helens players. But in that magnificent finish, we had a great try by Tanner. Then the clinching one with 3 minutes to go by Paul Forber. The drama wasn't over as Kelly Shelford missed the kick that could have won the game for New Zealand. You couldn't ask for more for a start to the New Zealand tour. The New Zealanders perhaps could ask for victory, but you couldn't wish for a better game. Paul Forber raises his arms like a gladiator to the crowd. He's the man whose try won it in the end for St Helens after a great team performance by this patched-up side. Paul Forber doesn't really want to go to a dressing room. He wants to have his hour of glory. A wonderful game. St Helens 27, New Zealand 26.